across the Aramid River between the Empire and the Alliance. Its defenses have been fortified since last I was here. It seems the enemy is sufficiently prepared.
That's the idea, Professor. Let's make this quick and painless. So much so that it's over before they even know it started.
Yes, that is most sound. I do not distrust Claude, but there is no guarantee that the other Alliance Lords will not move against us. Onward, with caution.
After we cross the Great Bridge, the greatest plains in Fodlan will be before us. You do remember, do you not? I speak of Gronder Field, where we fought the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
The ones defending the Great Bridge. It isn't my father or brother, is it? I really want to finish this battle without seeing them.
Yes, I hear your father can fell a bear without even a weapon in hand. When we run into him, I'll be sure to let you take the lead. In fact,
That's not funny, you jerk!
Should we be burning the signal of uprising? There's no need for that, Petra. Smoke or no smoke, they'll get the idea. Losing the bridge should be a pretty big clue.
Oh no, I can't believe we're actually going to invade. If Edelgard gets angry, oh, I get nervous just picturing it. Stop that imagination! Oh, and if she destroys the monastery with her army, we're all gonna die!
The hour of questioning has long since passed. I assure you, whatever happens, this will not end as it did 5 years ago. Back then, the Empire was able to focus its entire army on Garreg Mach. Now, their front lines are stretched thin along their borders with both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Their allies have grown in number, but so have their enemies. They should not have too many soldiers they can readily send our way. Now then, let us set forth. This shall be the first step in ending the chaos that has engulfed this realm.
Sights set on Enbar, the Resistance Army avoids the Agma Mountains, choosing instead to move south along the eastern route that passes through the Alliance. To make it safely through the territory of House Gloucester, supporters of the Empire, the army seeks help from the head of House Regan, Claude. Claude vows to draw away House Gloucester's troops, so that the Resistance Army can advance to the Aramid River, a dividing line between the Alliance and the Empire.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid. Stay calm and face them head on. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately. If we're quick, we might be able to pull off a pincer attack.
That is Ladislava. She has of late made quite a name for herself as a general. Be on your guard.
Let's clean up.
I do this for all of us. I will prevail.
What's the plan?
Ready for anything.
What's my strategy?
I'm awake.
Put me in there.
More fighting.
This is my stage now.
We will control this.
Enemies approaching. Get the soldiers standing by to join the fight. We may need to hurry up preparations of the ballista, too.
Bernie's unstoppable.
No time for pity. I'm content.
That was fun to watch.
Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers.
Back to the fray.
Acheron, now's the time to show your loyalty to the Empire. Attack the enemy from behind.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinguished service.
That is Acheron, a minor alliance noble. If he has allied with the Empire, then we must destroy him.
Might makes right.
I want. This is the cost of war.
Still here. One of us has to die. Will this ever end?
As they say, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm not in for a beating, am I?
never should have aligned with the Empire.
I fight.
One step closer to victory. Winning is what matters. Not for myself, for everyone. Impressive as always.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Big win!
I'll save my complaints. How exciting. Stop.
Missed.
This is my stage now.
Thanks for helping.
Thinning their numbers.
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have arrived to join the battle in my father's stead.
Thanks for making your way here. Annihilate the enemy with the rest.
Sweet of you.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I will not let you pass.
No use. Great.
I was just stronger. Damn. To oppose seize the moment. Hope you're ready. Who's next? Getting low. No time for pity.
I'll grow.
If I live, fight.
This is not.
Time to make my move.
No use.
Feels good to fight for a cause. I fight.
Lay me to rest in a manner that is befitting of the nobility.
Remain cautious.
I can't retreat. All is fair in the world.
You're all going down. Get up.
Here's the plan. Lady Edelgard, I'm sorry.
All is for victory! I will see this war through.
I admire you.
encouraging display.
Goddess, please forgive the sins of the enemy leaders and the brave soldiers who followed their orders. Somehow we managed to capture the Great Bridge of Murden. To see the Imperial Army hold its ground until every last soldier fell. It is clear that Edelgard is not some cruel emperor who holds her people in a vice-like grip. There is something more driving our foes. From here on out, our journey will not be an easy one.
Excuse me, sir. Gilbert is here.
Gilbert? What was he doing all this time? We had better go and meet with him.
So, you've captured the Great Bridge of Murden. I'm impressed that you were able to break through their defenses.
Save your praise, Gilbert. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why are you here? Why now?
I am once again in the service of Dimitri. He was in hiding in Fraldaria's territory, where he was biding his time for a counteroffensive.
Dimitri is alive?
Yes, he was to be executed in Ferdiad, but Dedu stepped forward to rescue him. I am here today by command of Dimitri himself. We realize that our enemies are the same, and that it may be advantageous to join forces.
I see. I shall hear you out.
We are preparing to advance against the Empire. Will you join us as we march toward the Imperial capital? If that is too much to ask, then at least allow us to freely cross the Great Bridge of Murden.
Hold a moment. We have just finished a fierce battle, and our forces are few. To march straight for the main body of the Imperial Army and challenge them? It is too soon. I am happy to allow safe passage over the bridge, but to lend our aid asks too much of us. If you would be willing to wait a few months, we might be able to offer something more.
I am afraid His Highness is not able to stop his advance.
If that is the case, I am afraid we cannot join you. Please send our regards to Dimitri.
I understand. It's unfortunate that we were not able to secure the help of the Knights of Seiros. Still, I'm grateful that we can cross the Great Bridge of Murden safely. Thank you for that. This will be a fight to the death. It is highly likely that we will meet our end. I wish you both the best of luck in the battles ahead.
And may the goddess protect you as well.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Harpstring Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. After seizing the Great Bridge of Murden, the Resistance Army starts making preparations to invade Imperial territory, when a surprising piece of information comes to light.
Emergency! In Gronder Field! There's a...
We are in the middle of a military conference. Please, calm yourself and tell us what is the matter.
Yes, sir. It seems the Kingdom and Alliance armies clashed with Imperial forces on Gronder Field. Amid the chaos of three armies battling each other out there, the Edelgard sustained heavy wounds and retreated to Enbar.
Well then, I suppose.
Sir, the Kingdom army was also decimated, and His Highness Dimitri has been counted among the dead.
What?
The Alliance sustained heavy casualties as well, and the whereabouts of their leader, Claude, is currently unknown.
Unknown? It must have been a brutal fight. To have lost His Highness. How tragic. Our only solace is that Edelgard sustained severe injuries. This is all quite unexpected, but we must find a way to use this situation to our advantage. The Empire's main force has suffered a mighty blow. Edelgard will most certainly avoid the front lines. Now is the time for us to infiltrate the Empire and aim for the capital.
But what will happen to the Lords of the Old Kingdom and Alliance territories?
They have lost many leaders and soldiers. I'm sure they must be hard at work rebuilding. We will foster cooperation by aiding them through the local churches. The remaining Lords of the Kingdom and Alliance must join together to form one union. And you should be the one to lead them. What do you... Indeed, it is a question for another day. We must focus on our battle with the Empire. For now, what is our next course of action? We must choose a place within the Empire that will give us solid defenses for our front line. That will become the foothold for our invasion of the capital. There is one massive fortress that boasts the greatest defenses in the Empire. Fort We will stand no chance if we attack by traditional means. We must gather everyone and devise a plan of attack.
It has been a lifetime, hasn't it, Professor? Yes, I thought so too. I wanted to slice her throat, but I did not get the chance. I let people die, and yet I still stand. Rodrigue, Gustav, Dudu. You sound just like Rodrigue. Reason. Everyone gives such complicated advice, and I can never quite grasp it all. That is why, Professor, I came here to explain my decision. I have no resources to take back the kingdom capital, much less to defeat the Empire. That is why.
Professor, you will catch a cold sleeping in a place like this. Is something the matter? I am the only one here. Were you dreaming? I can't say for certain that you were dreaming, but if someone did come here to see you, that person only wanted you to see their face. Perhaps they wanted you to guide them.
I left.
You have.
Oh, about self a nap. I'm doing.
Dorothy, I think I.
That's not.
Good point. Even if. At least.
Professor? Fort Mercius is next, huh? Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid. Way back when a fortress was just a playground for me. Yeah, those were the days.
They slaughtered the boar. I can hardly believe it. I thought he was alive all this time. He must have really hated Edelgard to lead such an ill-advised assault. No point in feeling sorry for the poor scoundrel now.
Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude, all the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
So, you know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move. Anyway, you know more about tactics than me, so I don't know why I'm offering you advice.
Hey, you. I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries.
This is...
Standing how inhuman war is. How horrifying. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Professor, a moment, please. I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much, but I wanted to help the church out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And assaulting that huge keep. That sounds hard. Oh, really hard. Don't you think it'll be hard? I knew you'd think so.
more.
I think you're quite a tactician, disguising ourselves as enemy soldiers to sneak in undetected. In a frontal attack, our losses would be tremendous. With this strategy, we can really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit. Yes, with...
Hiya. The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
Professor? Greetings, Professor! Nothing to Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Teacher. Dimitri, the late Prince of Fargus. He despised the Empire with all his heart. He should not have tried leading an army while his emotions were holding him captive. True enough. I see. You are saying you met with Dimitri, but you could not tell if it was reality or a dream. I wonder what that could mean.
Well, according to their leader's whip, it seems so.
After that great battle, but we only stood a chance to get revenge for all our fallen friends. We'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before.
Professor! Hello there!
I hardly recognize everyone. Their faces have changed so much. I'm glad to look after them, okay?
Hey, I could use a hand.
I'm rather curious to see what stratagem we'll devise to counter. You know Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume. The stubborn old general? But there must be one or two gaps in its defenses.
Pardon me.
Professor, I heard that a staggering number of people lost their lives in the battle at Gronder. And here we are, preparing for the next battle, as if nothing happened the day. It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent. Something like that. If an accident happens on stage, the next day's performance must be unaffected. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore.
But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Seiros.
I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Yes.
Well,
Professor!
Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy. That's what they say, at least. All I know is.
Professor, it sounds like the battle at Gronder Field was pretty gruesome. We don't know for certain whether Claude's alive or dead. Maybe he's alright. I wish I could make sure somehow. But it doesn't seem possible now.
Let's see. Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. I suppose. Thanks, Professor.
well,
I heard that apparently Gilbert.
Did you give the ridiculous order to prepare Imperial armor for every one of our troops?
I've reached out through all of my channels, but there are limits to these things. I'll have to recruit an entire town's worth of people if I ever plan on making enough.
Did you get...
I've reached... I'll have to
This experience... Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Fort I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercia? Indeed, a very good answer. Seems for myself, I have been called the father of Cresta. Myself?
Battle at Gronder Field. Let us press on. Fort Mercia. We cannot. I will make the next. I have something to ask of you.
Hey!
I have a. When you have a lot of. I concur.
I'm glad I asked you.
Wow. Professor.
May I discuss something with you? I promised to help you find the truth of who you are, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. There are some details I have kept concealed. 5 years ago, before she vanished, I asked Rhea some pointed questions. I learned that she knows everything about you. No, that is understating it. Rhea is responsible for your existence. I could explain to you here and now what fragments of knowledge I was able to pry from Rhea. I fear, however, that a partial understanding might do you more harm than good. Once we save Rhea, you will know the whole of it. For now, that is all I can tell you. If you are still uncertain about your feelings, then permit me to add one more thing. You, Rhea, and I, we are like family. Because of those deep ties, you can be certain that I will never abandon or betray you. On the contrary, I greatly wish to see what your future holds. I am, and will always be, your ally. You are not wrong. History is full of examples. I don't believe that will be the case here, but I suppose all I can do is ask for your trust. The truth is, you have become indispensable to me. And that is true quite independently of whether I see eye to eye with Rhea, or even whether we are friends. After this war is over, where I go and what I do will depend wholly on you. I am still trying to figure that out myself. Perhaps it is just that I find you so fascinating that I cannot bring myself to leave your side. I dislike a one-sided conversation, but in this case, I am afraid I had no choice. Our future is yours to determine.
I've got something I want to ask you. That seems wrong.
Together?
It's...
Hey, we...
My brother used to scold me for being too picky, so I have grown to develop a taste for most things.
You should...
Standing, how inhuman, it is my hope. Standing, how inhuman, it is my hope. I shall take it. I shall take it. I shall take it. I shall take it. Standing face to face, how inhuman, it is my hope. I shall take it. Wow,
I was because it.
So,
Yeah. I'm. Oh, we're each.
That's
Please, we eat.
What up is that?
Here's what you're like. Look, you.
Oh, right.
Look, I don't.
Professor. Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you. Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you. Something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's. I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really? I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this, therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost. Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
Professor. Which means that there are some elements of your power that cannot be explained by current theory. Although this may lead to a discovery that alters the very fabric of Crest research. Oh, pardon me, Professor. I became lost in thought, and I do tend to ramble. I suggest we call it a day. Do you concur? No, you mustn't push yourself too hard. When you are not in battle, you are so often here with me. I get so